Okay, so we are being live streamed as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get us started. My name is Harlequin Murray. I am your co-host, as I am every Monday night for our team Zoom. This is everybody who is on Ellen Wynn's team is invited to this, and we do have occasional guests from other teams as well. So, anyways, Ellen is my sponsor, so I've been on the team with her. She's been with DAC for 7 years. I've been with DAC for 6. Would have been 7, but I had family issues going on at the time, so timing wasn't right. And that's something to keep in mind when you talk to somebody. If they say no, sometimes it means not now rather than completely not ever. But anyways, for those of you who are new here, welcome. We're excited that you're joining us and looking forward to getting to know you. And for those of you who do not know Ellen and want a little bit of her background, um, she grew up in Dallas, Georgia, not Texas. I almost said Texas, actually. But anyway, she lives in Dallas right now as well and lives on what used to be part of her family's farm. So she grew up a farm girl with cows and chickens and horses and the whole 9 yards. But anyway, she ended up when she got out of school, she went into the restaurant industry, worked her way up from, working in different restaurants to working for Domino's Pizza. She was in charge of, I think she said there were like 75, roughly 75 stores in the state of Georgia that she was the manager of. And also at one point, she was in charge of training for all of those people or all of those locations as well. So a strong background in management and training. And then she decided she wanted to be her own boss. So she started up her own pizza restaurant, had 2 locations. And then she decided that was a little bit much. But anyways, she still is a business owner today. She owns, besides her DAC or business, she has a insurance agency and a limousine company that she runs. So she is a busy, busy woman, but she has also worked in network marketing industry. That's how I met her almost 20 years ago. And whenever I met her, she was actually the national training director for the company that we were with. So she's got a strong background in training and is able to extend that knowledge to us. And anyways, she's going to be on camera in just a second. So she asked me to go over a couple of things. One thing is on David's Zoom, he was talking today about the fact that we're changing our Zoom schedule. So for this week, we've got the Zoom on Tuesday night, which Ellen's going to talk a little bit more about that. That's our 10-year anniversary Zoom, but we will not be having the team building Zoom tomorrow or the business funding Zoom on Wednesday. We will be having the Friday agent update or broker update. But anyways, Miss Ellen, are you ready to take it away? You're muted, my dear.
I am. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear
My
you.
lips were moving and you couldn't hear me.
Nope.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for standing in there for a minute. Hey, everybody. Glad you're here tonight. Wow, what a great day it has been. I'm tired. It's been a long day. I've been putting things together for tonight, but I played in a golf tournament today and we started with a 10 o'clock tee off and we didn't come in until after 4. There was just so many players. It was incredibly slow play. So I was out in the sun a good bit of the day and here at the last minute trying to get cleaned up and presentable to be on camera with you guys. So glad that you are here. Hey, I won't take much of your time tonight, but I do have a couple of slides put together. I want to do recognition like we do every week. So let me get our screen share up and go through the DAC broker model. And, when you get started, if you guys, hopefully you've all watched the updated business presentation that is available at davidallencapital.com/partner. On that page, we've got the 24-minute overview by our founder, David Rutz. And David talks about the broker opportunity where you can be a solo broker and just do this business on your own. You can be a broker enroller where you're sending out your referral link and you can enroll other brokers where they can do the same as you're doing. Or you can be an agency builder where you really are serious about helping others build teams and building a model of agencies that goes nationwide. Harlequin referenced my experience in network marketing, and you may or may not be familiar with the network marketing model, but it's really a means of taking products and services to market through people and word of mouth marketing. And that's what we have here. Even though we don't consider ourselves a network marketing company, we do market through word of mouth and individual agents. So we're more on the insurance type structure with our pay plan and how you can build that team and earn agency overrides. But I love the ability to leverage our income by building teams and being able to get paid even when you're not personally bringing clients to the table. That was one of the things that really attracted me to this model in the first place, because I'm looking for that long-term residual style income that pays me whether I'm working or not, and really kind of creates a retirement plan for me, right? So glad you're here, and whatever path you take, just get back with your enroller and let them know what direction you want to go in, and they'll be able to help you appropriately. Okay. So if for those of us that are recruiting and building agencies, I want to go through our top recruiters for the week of the 18th through the 24th. I came in first place again. I had 3 new agents enroll for the week, and in second place, we had Ronnie McKellar on the leaderboard again with 2 new recruits. So congratulations to Ronnie. Glad to see you there. We had several agents or several brokers that enrolled 1 broker for the week. To be named in person on the leaderboard, you had to have at least 2 recruits. So these are our top recruiters with 2 or more for the week. Also, in that same time span of the 18th through the 24th, we had 4 new brokers who got started during that week. They've been here less than a week and they've already gone through the certification process. So congratulations to Mark at Performance Coaching, Robert Brown, Fast Commercial Capital, and Jaleesa Johnson for taking this business seriously, coming in, diving in, doing the work, going through the certification, and making sure that you're going to get paid the top commissions. Because if you're not certified, you're only earning as a referral partner, which means instead of earning 40% of the bonus revenue that comes into David Allen Capital, you only earn 10%. So huge incentive there to get certified. Also, if you're building a team, if you're not certified, you're not eligible to earn any income on what your team does. So go get yourself certified. If you're on this Zoom and you've been here week after week and you're listening to us talk about certification and you haven't done it, I don't know what's going on, but you need to go get busy with it. Okay. Harlequins just referenced the special event tomorrow night. This is really going to be a big deal. We've got DAC just celebrated our 10-year anniversary from inception on August the 10th of 2025. And we're doing a 10-year celebration tomorrow night. It starts at 7:30. David Rutz, our founder, is going to be doing a quick broker opportunity overview. So if you have any guests that you want to invite out, get them into that 7:30 meeting and then encourage them to stay. This training is really going to be a reflection on who DAC is and how we've evolved over the past 10 years. You're going to hear from not only David and some of the corporate team, but you're also going to hear from some of the field leaders. I know I've been invited to speak. Harlequin's been invited to speak. We're going to hear from the Duhames and a couple or more other agents. So You want to make sure that you get on and bring some guests to that. They're welcome to the opportunity overview and then continue on and stay at that 8 p.m. training because it's really going to be solidifying more about DAC and what we have to offer here and why they want to be a part of us at this point in time. There are going to be some special announcements tomorrow night, and as Harlequin said, we've really changed up the schedule. We're trying to make better use of the corporate team's time. So we're not going to be doing the daily trainings that we were because there's so much information available the on our YouTube channel and in the learning management system. So we're going to make better use of that. We're going to start doing some team huddles in the morning. So those of you that are really wanting to get fired up and go out and know how to attract customers and get that conversation started, that's going to be more of the focus. So that's what I wanted to cover tonight. You know, building this business is really simple. All you do as a broker is refer other people. I had a conversation with a new broker today that I just enrolled, and he was talking about all the years that he's been in the funding space, his experience, a vast experience in the funding space. But he's been looking for a company that would do all of the background work that DAC does. He wants to be the loan originator. What is a loan originator? That's the person that gets the conversation started with the potential prospect and brings them into the business. Let me get off of that. So he can be a loan originator here, finding those clients, prospecting, bringing people into the funnel. And then once they come into the DAC funnel, our team does the work. So it really is super simple here. You can climb the ladder and make more money as you go through and get more personal fundings, but that also means that you also can earn more on your team. So I'm going to go off the screen share and open up, see if anybody's got any questions. Anything going on DAC, questions about what to say to customers. You've got responses back from, I see you got responses back from an email on a client application and you didn't quite know how to interpret that. Those are types of questions that we can answer. Okay. Harlequin, you had your hand up. Were you just letting me know that there were hands raised or you
No,
want to say
I
something?
do actually have something. I just wanted to point out for those people who have not yet gotten certified, and especially if you've been around for a little while, um, Ellen sent out a fabulous training on how to get into the LMS and how to go through that process. And I think you said, Ellen, that if somebody wants to go directly to it, they can go to lms.ellenwin.link. Is that correct?
I don't have it set up with that, but I need to do that. So yeah, it will be. I
Okay.
I forgot what I said and I've got it going to a different link, but I'll change that tonight. So yeah, lms.ellenwin.link will be the training on that. So
Okay. And the other thing that I wanted to mention, I saw in the Facebook group, if you have a Relevate account and you've got a Visa debit card, there's, I think they're going to be switching to a MasterCard. So you might want to log into your Relevate account and make sure that your credit card is up to date with the,
and
or debit card.
Yeah, and that only matters if you actually use the physical card. I personally don't. I have the Relevate account, and when I want to spend that money, I transfer it to my regular checking account and I use that. So I don't actually use the debit card through Relevate. So if you're not using the card itself, it doesn't matter what you have. But if you are using the card, then you want to make sure that you got the correct one. And
Okay.
I didn't know about that, so thanks for mentioning that. We'll have to look into that.
Yeah, and then Don McLean has a question. Are we offering any startup capital, perhaps an LOC line of credit?
Yeah, that would be no. We don't have any funding whatsoever for startup businesses. Startup funding is really going to be more of a personal loan, or someone's going to have to provide collateral to get startup. There are companies out there that are doing credit card stacking on personal loans, but DAC doesn't offer any type of startup or lines of credit. The lines of credit, you got to be in business, what, a year? and have higher revenue to be eligible for that. And then, of course, to be qualified for the working capital, you need a minimum of 4 months in business. And I hear that we may possibly be raising that to 6 months on all of our requirements. So, all right. Thank you. Let's go to Ray with a hand up. Hey, Ray, how are you doing tonight?
Good evening, Ellen. Good evening, everyone. I do have a question. So I know I listened to the call earlier today that they was doing changes on the schedule. So with that, with all the changes, so the Wednesday there won't be any more Wednesday business training calls anymore either. I mean, if I'm understanding that correctly.
That's correct. At this time, they're changing the whole format, and more will be announced on that tomorrow night. But again, trying to make best use of people's time. Some of the business funding conversations that we're having will probably, that we do on Wednesday, some of that's probably going to be incorporated in the daily huddles where we're given more examples of real life clients and how was that client acquired and that type of conversation. So yeah, you're correct.
Okay, so the daily huddles, that would be something that's going to be done during the week, or I remember him saying something about that too.
Yeah, it'll be during the week. I don't know what that time slot looks like. Again, that'll be announced tomorrow night and more to come on what that schedule is going to look like.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the question.
And
Hey,
I'm
Susanna.
gonna actually add something to that, Ellen.
Okay.
Um, just a heads up, those daily huddles will not be recorded and they will not be on YouTube. So you're either there or you're not.
Got it. All right. And we've got Norma Susanna. Hey there. How are you tonight? Can you unmute?
Oh, hi, everyone.
There you are.
Happy Monday. Thank you so much.
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
so I have a question on a funding that my one of my clients received, and it's for 25,000. Um this is for an auto body shop, and the repayment structure is daily. It's $145 per day. And here's my question. The the business owner is concerned about the daily repays. So in this case, I was preparing an email to Wade directly
Mhm.
with the borrower in the email to ask about specifically about the early payoff discount. So I was curious to know if we could cover that here or if that is a Wade question. Because I
No.
was actually going to ask him, like, what would it look like if it's paid back in 3 months or 6 months? I mean, I ran the calculations myself, but I'm
Mhm.
curious to know uh, how DAC actually structures that. That's the first question. And I have another question as well.
Okay, let me answer that one first. Have you seen the proposal that was presented to your client?
Yes, he forwarded it to me.
Okay, the reason I ask that is generally Wade includes the early discount breakdown in that when they're presented with that proposal on what the
Oh,
amount is. So double check and make sure that that's not included in that. And if it's not, just yes, ask that question and Wade will break that down because our different lenders have different discounts and different programs. So I wouldn't want to broadly try to answer something without Wade's input
got
on it.
it.
Mhm.
Okay, very good. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. The
Okay.
next question is concerning the announcement that was made on Friday and again today on introducing companies or brokers or DAC having a meeting with a large company that has like,
Mhm.
I don't know, 6,000 agents, and I'm interested in that. I have a couple of CEOs that I'd like to approach, but I would like to craft whatever it is that I'm going to present, it just it needs to be designed properly to promote receptivity, right? So I would like to know a little more about how to present that, because I also need to understand what the model looks like for us as the agents. If we
Mhm.
are approaching a company, I remember David mentioning something about there's two ways that this could be structured with us as the upline. And either the company, let's say, for example, ABC insurance company signs up under me, right? And then I have like the main person, and then all like, let's say 500 agents get signed up. Like, how does that work exactly on the two separate ways that David said that we could be compensated? Do you remember that?
I do. Yeah, we've talked about this in the past too, or David has, not we, as in you and I. So what you just the example you just gave, ABC Insurance Company, if they signed up and they had 500 agents that signed up individually through their brokerage link, then it would work exactly like our compensation plan does today. Each of those individual brokers would work their way through the compensation plan, and your overrides would be paid based on what pay level you're at in the compensation plan, whether you're at 40, 60, 70, or 80% overrides, you would be getting that override spread. You'd also get paid on the 5 level pay as long as you are a certified, qualified broker and have your 3, 6,
Yes.
all of those to qualify for those levels. So you get paid on that entire business. The other way David was referencing was that ABC Insurance Company could come in. They could be the only broker that you would sign up, and then they could determine that they want all of their brokers to write through the main company link, which
Yes.
everybody that he's talked to so far has opted to go with the no, let's get our independent agents, our individual agents all enrolled individually. So I think
Okay.
that's going to be the most attractive, and that simplifies it for everybody. The ABC insurance is not having to deal with any payroll commission issues or anything that they've got to keep up with because it's all handled through the DAC pay system, right? And then ABC would also be earning more money potentially because they've got the overrides. There's a huge incentive there for the brokers to be
Right.
successful. And
Yeah.
well, I
I
always
could
like, go ahead.
I couldn't imagine that a brokerage would want to do it otherwise, because then it just would be hard to track, or they would just basically be saying like, yeah, go for it. You can talk to all of our agents and they can sign up, and they'd just be missing out on an opportunity to earn some revenue.
Right. Plus, then they would have to keep up with the tracking if they tried to do it on their own to know which one of their brokers brought the client to the table. So that would be a very convoluted way. It would be doable, but it would be incumbent on that company to have a tracking system in place for them. I also like this as a benefit. So one of the things with our model is those companies, if they brought brokers in that were signed up as individual brokers, even if that broker left ABC Insurance Company and went to work with somebody else, as long as they're still sending funding clients occasionally, ABC Insurance is forever going to continue earning some money on that agent that was with them and broke away and went to work for somebody else. So that model continues on in perpetuity to be able to pay that company that initially did the introduction. So,
Oh, wow, that's great.
yeah,
Okay, thank you so much for the info.
you're so welcome. And I've got your emails. I've just had a crazy work schedule over the past few days, and you may have heard I was in a golf tournament today. I've got a early morning meeting with our board of commissioners here in my local county. So I've had a lot of prep work going on, but I'll get you a response this
Well,
week.
how fun. That's
Okay.
amazing. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
you
Thank you
bet.
so much, Ellen. I
Oh, yeah,
appreciate
you're
it.
welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. All right. Anybody else got questions
Ellen, if I
or
can
comments?
add to
Mhm.
the her question, um, if they sign up with the agents all being individual brokers, that company would sign up directly to you. So that would be your direct person. And then all of the agents would be, or the brokers would be underneath the company.
Mhm.
So the other thing is they can also white label if they want to do that.
That's wonderful that they can white label, and thank you so much for adding that, Harlequin, because I was not aware of that, and I might have just missed because I did come late on one of those days. Is the white label
Well,
is the
they
white
have to
labeling
pay
only
for it.
they have to pay for it? Okay.
Yeah,
It
it's not cheap for them to
yeah,
do
okay. Okay, no, it's fine. Is the payment for that, does that come out of their like essentially the compensation, or is that something that's paid for up front? How does that work?
it's paid for up front.
Interesting. Is that something
Yes.
that's available to the agents, individual agents like myself?
You don't want to do it. It's too expensive.
Okay, so let's clarify this conversation because you went down a path that I'm not 100% sure of, Harlequin. Are you referencing the $30,000 platform that David talks about in our business opportunity presentation?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's what she's talking about. That
Nice.
if a
Okay.
company wanted to come in and do this on their own, they would have to pay 30,000 to have access to the Bank Breezy platform. So
But that, you know what, that is a very important it's just a feature to know, right? Because some businesses might not want to share. I mean, I know a lot of brokers that don't want to share like who they're funding through, right? So is that a one-time thing, or is that just is like an annual renewal fee?
yeah, I'm not 100% sure, and I'm not
No
sure
worries.
that Harlequin
Okay.
is, but that's certainly a conversation that we could have with David and ask how that works. If you've got a company that would be more appropriate for. Also, on your question about how do you frame this to have a conversation with a CEO of a company? Again, that's a conversation that I think we really need to have with David. He's just kind of alluded to this, but I think we need to get with him and have him set kind of a script on what we need to do, what we need to say, and then I'm sure that that introduction would be introducing that CEO to David, them having a conversation and moving forward. But
Right.
maybe get some pointers from him on how to tee up that conversation, the questions that you would ask to pique their interest, and then coordinating a call with him.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much. I
You bet.
also had, well, I'll just mention this offline, but thank you so much. I appreciate you all.
You bet. You're so welcome. All right. Anybody else before we wrap up?
Hey,
Okay.
you guys, I'd like to say something real quick, if you don't mind. I
Hey,
signed up on Saturday, did the training all day Saturday, got it all done. I think I was talking to you this morning, Ellen, about
that's right.
I've been in the funding space for a long time. It's nice having a quality shop that doesn't charge $5,000 or $10,000 to come on board and has all the back end. That's what I like. And today I already signed up. What's my downline called? An agent? I signed up an agent.
You've signed up another broker.
I
Yeah.
signed up a broker. Okay, signed up a broker, and she's bringing in some clients. And I didn't know. I didn't know what. I called you today. I didn't know what to do.
I
But
know that's the conversation that we had. I was on the golf course and I'm
right,
going,
right.
I'm not really in a position where I can talk
I
to them.
know. I know. I didn't know what I did. I did not send her the tear sheets that you mentioned not to. I sent her the links. I sent her the broker sign up. She signed up. I looked at my back office. She's in there now. It's pretty cool. I mean, I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it is. Awesome. Now, I know she probably didn't go through certification today because she wasn't going to have time, but encourage her to
I am.
that time, you know what to expect because you just went
Yeah.
through that. But encourage her to go ahead and get that done so that she can maximize her income with
And
these new
she's I have her on the
prospects.
call tomorrow night at 7:30 for the introduction of that. She's a real estate broker and mortgage broker in Miami where I live, and she works at a Keller Williams office. I'm just waiting for the right opportunity to present the links to the whole office, just like Susanna was talking about.
Yeah,
I want to
awesome.
hear I want to hear that presentation too. How to pitch it.
Awesome. Good stuff. Well, good to
That's
see
it.
you on camera tonight after we've had a couple of conversations.
Yeah, it's nice. Thanks.
You
Appreciate it. I'm glad to
bet.
be here. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Glad that you are. All right. Anybody else before we wrap up, guys? All right. Well, again, get folks out tomorrow night, 7:30, daczoom.com. It's going to be a great opportunity overview and then some good information from some great field leaders coming up at 8 o'clock. Okay. All right. Take care, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.